start by saying that all decisions that are made by the Swakopmund Municipal Council are always informed and thoughtfully considered with the primary goal of benefiting the entire Swakopmund community. The councillors at our municipal council, or rather the Swakopmund Municipal Council, are not really known to argue in the ordinary council meetings, as all deliberations usually take place behind closed doors, and this is during the management committee meetings. This process ensures that the decisions made often reflect the needs of the residents, the values of councils, and also the aspirations of our residents, and therefore avoiding arguments in front of cameras or also in the presence of our esteemed residents basically also promotes the well-being and the growth of our community and council as a whole. Now, one of the decisions that were made at last night's meeting was basically to donate erven, and that is, council has approved the first phase of the donation of 124 out of 209 erven, and that is in extension 37 to the residents with high and middle income. Now, extension 37, I have to mention, was serviced with the funds of the Ministry of Urban and Rural Development. These erven are quite large, and therefore that makes them quite not realistic, for low-cost housing. Therefore, the decision to donate these ervens to the residents was made, and these residents are those who have an income and are those that will be able and are able to develop these ervens. Now, this decision was made to prevent the situation that previously occurred, where beneficiaries for low-cost land do not invest or improve in the land. So they simply get the land donated to them, and then they resettle to a different area, creating another informal settlement and selling off the land that was donated to them to somebody, all right? So that is why council has made the decision to rather donate it to those who have an income more than 3,000 Namibian dollars, which means that they are able to construct structures on these erven and therefore avoid another creation of an informal settlement. Those who currently reside on this land and will not be getting the donated land will be resettled to another area, and this is called the Northern Wedge area, which was also created for this sole purpose. What council is trying to do is we're trying to do away with the informal structures that many call shacks, and which is giving Swakopmund the image of a shanty town on the outskirts of Swakopmund. Therefore, we are trying to improve the development of land by donating the land. I mean, it is fair to donate the land, seeing that it was serviced by the ministry, by central government. So it is only fair that the residents will be receiving this land only pay a fee, an administration fee of 1,000 Namibian dollars, and therefore one can say they are getting this erven absolutely free.
Yeah. Now, in terms of youth development, what are some specific projects or initiatives that the new junior council members are expected to focus on during their term?
Generally, Marcello, the Junior Town Council offers a unique platform for the youth and also for all school-going youth of Swakopmund. Now, this platform enables them to exchange ideas and information, and also it enables them to develop essential skills, leadership skills, innovative skills, all other type of skills that will serve them in all their future endeavors. Now, the good thing is, the positive is that the Junior Town Council does not only tend to those who are in the council, but they usually hold initiatives that engage other members of the youth society in Swakopmund. So what happens is they organize events such as training to facilitate, the growth and become sort of a society that serves as a catalyst for growth amongst the youth in Swakopmund. Now, these training sessions are usually organized by the junior town councils themselves, and so it is really a commendable initiative for the youth to take up. I mean, while we are speaking about the junior town council, on the 27th of September, council hosted the annual inauguration ceremony where we welcomed new members. And during the ceremony, the executive positions were also announced, and the outgoing councillors presented their reports on the many various projects that they undertook during their tenure. I would also like to mention that we do now have a junior mayor, and her name is Her Worship Indila Abraham. She is deputized by His Worship Diego Nuyoma. They also have a public relations officer who's Franco April. The treasurer is Shakira Willemse, and the secretary is Charlene Kaupombone. And we trust and believe that this team of junior town councillors are going to equip all the youth in Swakopmund with the necessary skills to ensure that their futures will be bright.
Now, Linda, in terms of safety and security, considering also the high crime rate in Swakopmund as of late, what were some of the deliberations during last night's meeting?
Well, this was not really deliberated in the meeting last night. However, it did form part of the mayor's announcements that she usually makes at all ordinary council meetings. And the mayor announced that as of the 23rd of August, the Namibian Reserve Force has been present in Swakopmund, and this is mainly with the purpose to assist our Swakopmund, or rather Namibian police, to combat crime. Now, this initiative is part of Council's ongoing efforts to address the high crime rates in the area in Swakopmund. We want Swakopmund to maintain the status quo as Namibia's #1 tourism destination, and with that comes safety and security. You know, you cannot be a #1 tourism destination if your safety and security is ranking very low. So crime remains, unfortunately, a significant concern for our community, and that is why Council took the decision to have the Namibian Reserve Force, you know, patrol the streets of Swakopmund and ensure that we nip this problem in the bud before it gets out of control.
Yeah. And also, were there any significant contributions or any other concerns from residents that were addressed during the meeting?
No, unfortunately not. Residents in our ordinary council meeting, as I mentioned, usually do not really play a participating role. And that is because council usually comes prepared. We have all the answers ready. So I'd like to really commend the Swakopmund Municipal Councillors, all 10 councillors, for their preparation, their dedication to honoring and respecting the residents who basically attend the ordinary council meeting. And therefore, they always come prepared with all the answers. And it so happens that our residents usually walk out of our ordinary councils nodding with pride and in agreement with what was discussed in the evening.